we witnessed Anting wow us with a very impactful speech. Tonight, Anting's purpose, her objective was to set a goal, a purpose for her speech, and then build a structure around it and push toward that goal. And in looking at her form, she stated her goal was to advocate for the importance of mental well-being and raise awareness about this topic among the audience members. And to that, I think that Anting's speech was incredibly effective. It really set up the opening. The opening, you gave percentages, you gave some numbers, and then you had a really great, how are you doing? You're like, how are you really doing? Very nicely done. I think that you grabbed the audience right away. And what I enjoyed is the style of the speech and the content matched very nicely. Right, because could you imagine Paul being able to give this speech? Paul's so excited, like, are you ready for mental health and awareness? And everyone's like, I'm mental now. Whereas Anting, in a very peaceful, zen way, comes up and is like, have you ever just thought about how you feel? Really nicely done. And you maintain that sort of tone throughout the whole thing. I think you'd be great for like yoga videos, like the over. It'd be so good. Now,
I'll watch the video to sleep.
There you go. Get some good mental health with Anting. And you brought in your own personal story, which I think adds a lot of this sort of genuine authenticity to the speech as a whole, which is important to connect to your audience and raise that awareness. So, all of those elements are really strong. And I started to think about what could I offer in terms of value for you. And the tricky thing for me is, the speech, I thought overall that the goal you set and what you gave was pretty close. But what I thought of was, it seemed like more than raising awareness, you were looking to equip the audience. Right? If we look at the title of your speech itself, you call it The Secret to Well-Being. Now, once we have this kind of phrase, we've shifted away from just raising awareness to equipping. And the difference is subtle, but I think it's there. And so, instead of raising awareness, which would be focusing on the numbers, focusing on the stress, focusing on all of these issues, and then concluding with, we need to focus on mental health. Perhaps what it would be is starting the speech with the same question, how are you doing really? Then, instead of focusing on the numbers, focus on your personal story, and then move right into mental health, the check-in. Once you do that, you can continue to focus on the equipping side because you have a little bit more time to talk about the numbers. What number did you have for this? What does that number mean? And then how to continue using that number to build up your mental health. It's a small shift, and I think if you just do that there, the whole thing connects really nicely. Great job. I feel like I need to think about my numbers now too. And general evaluator.